NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now it's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Here's a give to Herbert. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Bears had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Throwing on third down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Well, let's talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
offensive script. You go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Fields going to hold on to it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Okay, right?
First down, going to the air with Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. He could not get away that time. So on 3rd down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
Pick it up.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to it.
He's got him in, complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A handoff for Herbert. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as he moves the chains his way. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fields going to keep it running right. Nifty move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the hole in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And it's caught. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another OSKI, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. OSKI tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the OSKI, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. Here's Herbert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go option on second down, right side. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Fields now to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can put a wide receiver out to him. You can make him a primary target. And it's a whole shot of defense.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Herbert. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Herbert once more. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Dillon now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run once more with Dillon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run here with Herbert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fields. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Come on, set.
Love with a give to Dillon. He's got it to the 43 here.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Not scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. Brings up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A game that's going on up in Minneapolis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
From the 50, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Fields. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Looking to throw on second down. Freeman. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Third down. They actually closed all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bring that 4th down.
On the ready?
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Love now. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and 7. They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Fields.
good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. Now Herbert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Herbert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A carry for Foreman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was a bit of a strange.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally